when I look at this type of speed, one guy hits my mind. That's Tim Williams.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Inside Bama Recruiting, a part of the Bama Standard Network. As you guys can see here, I got my main man on here, Stephen N. Smith. Appreciate you getting on here, brother.
Hey, always good being on here with you, Jonathan. Man, we got some recruiting here to look at this Sunday.
Look, there are certain recruits in the state of Alabama. I don't care if they're committed to Alabama or not, or whatever that may look like. You just have to talk about, and we have to look and see what we're talking about, guys. And we're talking about linebacker Kristan Moore out of Selma, Alabama, who I had the privilege of watching a couple of days in a scrimmage. I actually traveled down to Selma, saw him in action, and a couple of other of those studs down there. But either way, we're here to talk about Kristan. Dude, this guy massively overlooked. Can't find him on 3. Can't find him on 24/7 Sports, all this good stuff. The coaches up there kept saying, you got to come down here. You got to come down here. There's no way this dude is this overlooked, right? So, and of course, I sent that information to Stephen M. Smith, like, brother, check this out. What's your thoughts? Well, you guys are going to get your thoughts right now as we reviewed a little bit. But either way, let's go ahead and jump into this. He is 6'2", almost 6'3", 215 pounds. He played edge as a freshman. Now he's worked his way up as a middle linebacker this senior season. And we're going to watch some of his film in a minute. But Stephen M., let's go ahead and run this footage. And I want to get your take on this as we're watching this stuff. So, with it being said, like I said, Kristan Moore out of Selma, Alabama, playing outside linebacker, edge, and now middle linebacker this season. So I'll let you take it away for a couple of minutes.
All right. This kid. Look at this jump. The pick off the bat. You see the 4.6 speed going 87 yards to the house. This guy gives you a little bit of everything out there defensively. Can cover, can get after the quarterback. I think this next play right here, we're about to see the edge bending speed here. He's on the edge right here, bottom of the formation. Now watch this. Just get out the way. Back up. Look at that. Convert speed to power. Close out. The closing speed to hit home. Here it is again from the other side. Took the offensive lineman out, took the quarterback out, forced a fumble. When I look at this type of speed, one guy hits my mind. That's Tim Williams. This is Tim Williams stuff. The ability to time the snap, jump off the snap count of the football, beat an offensive tackle like dust, and just harass the quarterback, hitting home. This is nothing but consecutive. I've destroyed my guy. I've won my box. Boom, I get home, and I'm making a play. I'm making a sack. I'm forcing a fumble. I'm creating all types of chaos. I'm chasing the play down right here. Look at bang.
All the way across the field.
Look at this. This is Tim Williams. This is Timmy Williams. I know you said Jonathan Will Anderson. This is Tim Williams to me. I covered Tim Williams from 2013 to 2016 at the University of Alabama. This was all Tim Williams did. Whether it was sacking the quarterback straight up, chasing the play down from the backside, bull rush, speed rush, using tandems of pass rush moves. Look at this kid. This is what I see. Speed, edge rushing, but he can also cover, as we're about to get to that clip.
Right now.
Yeah. This is crazy. This is crazy.
So we're about to watch this. He camped out of Oklahoma. Oklahoma found out about him. Burt Venables and those guys smartly brought him in for a camp and then showcases this just a couple of days later on X, guys. And when you talk about coverage, go ahead and take it away, Stephen M. This is his camp there.
This is his camp. Kristan Moore's camp here at Oklahoma. Watch the lateral quickness. Watch how he locks down. Look at this. Matches the pass pattern. Pick right there. Matches the pass pattern. Locks up these receivers. He's not handsy. He's not overly physical. Reads the ball. This is a pass rush version of C.J. Mosley.
Oh, my Lord.
A pass rush version. We all know how great Mosley was in coverage at Alabama. Look at Kristan Moore and tell me this is not C.J. Mosley with pass rush ability. Look at this. Covers that right there. Look at this route. Sticks the guy, runs with the guy, not overly handsy. Look at this.
It's a linebacker.
This is a middle linebacker. Blanketed coverage, being physical there. Blanketed coverage. Look at this. You're not getting nowhere off this guy. This guy, and then look at this drill here. The speed, backpedaling, bang. But look at the movement, the lateral quickness, the instincts. Watch the feet and the eyes and how it all ties in. Eyes, feet, go. The guy's a middle linebacker. He's a middle linebacker with pass rush ability. Look at the focus here, the shuffle, the fluidity of the hips sink in, come back. Dude, I mean,
he's outpacing dude has half his size. Guys,
he's literally outpacing guys half his size. But I love the hips, I love the feet, I love the eyes, the hands, how they all tie in together, the instincts. But most importantly, as I've mentioned, this guy has coverage skills and then can flat out hit home on the quarterback. This is a do-it-all linebacker. This is a do-it-all versatile player. He's not just an edge. He's an on-ball guy. He's an off-ball linebacker. He can come off the edge and completely get home on a quarterback. As I've said, he is literally C.J. Mosley with pass rush, a high octave pass rush ability.
The one thing that kills me the most, guys, is you hear the talk from coaches all the time. They talk their guys up, and you know what I mean. And you expect that to be that, and then you go there and you see this. And I'm doing research on it before I get in there, by the way. And I'm like, there's nothing on 3. There's nothing on 24/7 Sports. You barely exist on Huddle, right? And then you get down there, and I'm like, I'm watching them in the scrimmage, and I'm like, there's no way this dude is doing this in front of me. And nobody's looking at him outside of Oklahoma, and the only reason is because of a film that got leaked over there. There's a reason why Oklahoma's not talking about this kid, folks, because when the ball starts to get rolling on his recruitment, there's going to be a lot of contenders here, in my opinion. So, yeah, take it away, Stephen. Any last?
I'll say this: talents like this, Jonathan, I always go back to remembering Josh Jacobs.
Oh my God.
And how he came in so late, that 2016 class. He was not on anybody's radar. And I remember Alabama running back coach at that time, Burton Burns, somehow gets his hands on Josh Jacobs' film. And he's like, oh my gosh, no one knows this kid. And Burton Burns literally tells Nick Saban, if you don't get your behind on a plane now and go to McLean High School in Tulsa, I'm going to put you on this plane. And Saban and Burton Burns both hop on the plane. They go to Tulsa, Oklahoma, and they see this kid in a basketball gym. He's literally in a basketball gym. And they watch Josh Jacobs and they go, we've seen enough. We got to have him. We've got to have him. Gyms like Kristan Moore, all it takes is that right coach saying, okay, I've seen enough. We got to have this kid. And if not Freddie Roach, somebody in this Alabama program really needs to sit down and say, you know what? We got to get this kid back up to Tuscaloosa. We got to have him as an inside linebacker. That type of speed, that type of coverage ability, and then we can use that to rush too. You just had Jihad Campbell in your program that could do all of it. You just had Jihad Campbell who could play inside linebacker, who could play off the ball, and who could rush as a buck off the edge. You just had him. And he just recently, not too long ago, got drafted first round by the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's another Jihad Campbell type right here.
In your backyard.
In your
Selma,
backyard,
Alabama.
In Selma, Alabama, of all places. And I grew up 25 minutes west of Selma. So this is my backyard, basically.
Yeah.
So I literally grew up right there around that area. And to have this type of a talent right there, you got to get that.
No doubt. And I got to give a shout out to Coach Carl for putting me on, putting me on to Selma, invited me down there. Coach G, obviously, their whole staff letting me down there, watching those guys in the scrimmage, letting me talk to the players after the scrimmage, all that good stuff. And look, we're getting Kristan Moore on for an interview, right? And I'm hooking him up with a bunch of other people that he needs to be known about, right? So not even just Alabama. He needs to be known everywhere because this kid is talented. And the fact that you can't find him anywhere is just mind-boggling. And before anybody says it, guys, he has a 3.6 GPA. I've talked to the kid. No, sir. Yes, sir. He's the most respectful person almost you'll ever meet. Humble, right? Like I said, 3.6 GPA. He's got his school in line. There's no reason, I can't even think of one, why you wouldn't want this kid in your program that looks like that and does things the right way, right? Why? Because he can't afford an expensive camp? Is that why you're not going to bring him? You know what I mean? So I don't see any other reason. All I know is we got to get the word out about this kid, and it's going to start right here on this video.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
But other than that, like I said, thanks again, Coach Carl, for inviting me down there, that whole staff, Coach G, all you guys for letting me do what I'm doing. I'm going to come down there for the Southside game. That's the plan right now, to watch him play in person. Obviously, do an interview. We got to get him on, let him interview with you, Stephen M. And, set some things up. But any last words before we get off here?
Man, my last thought here, guys, is this Friday, Pale City, we got our first game on the road against Selma High School. That's going to be a good football game. And I know week 2 of our schedule, we got Coosa Kristen. Remember that matchup? Rush Probst, the legendary head coach who was once at Pale City, he's now at Coosa Christian. So that's going to be a very intriguing week 2 matchup. It'll be very intriguing. But we got Pelham week 1, so we ready to roll.
All right, guys, we appreciate you for getting on here. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the Bama Standard. As you guys can see here, we're not just about Alabama, right? We'll talk about recruits in the state of Alabama, and all that good stuff. Other than that, everybody have a good day. And as always, Stephen M., roll Tide.
Roll on, baby.